School's out for summer, but the work of the Lee County Sheriff's Office school threat enforcement team doesn't get to take a break.
They've got their homework to do to implement lessons learned before the next school year. Wing security analyst Rich Kolko gives us an in-depth look at how the team works.
An active assailant in one of our schools. It's a major concern for students, parents, and teachers, as well as those tasked to protect our schools.
We were alerted that there was a middle school aged female that was communicating with another female out of county. They were making plans, they were past the research stage. They were making plans to actively do an act of violence at one of our schools.
That's Sergeant Katie McCann, one of the supervisors of the Lee County Sheriff's School Threat Enforcement Team, or STET. In 2021, Sheriff Carmine Marcino started the STET after a series of kids called in fake school shooting threats on TikTok. But these deputies work more than the regular school day.
These detectives are working 365, 24/7. So even if school is over, these detectives are still out actively doing investigations. In this year, we've done over 360 threat investigations. Our unit has affected over 60 arrests. We're probably at close to 600 students that we're actively monitoring.
Big numbers, but heading in the right direction. In the 2023-24 school year, there were over 500 investigations. Every Lee County school has cameras in it, helping these detectives work their beat more effectively.
And what we're utilizing this for is that if there was an active assailant in one of our schools, we would kind of utilize this and the Real-Time Intelligence Center as a kind of an incident command, and we would be the eyes at that school, possibly before any of the other responding deputies show up.
Sergeant McCann can track her deputies in the school during a crisis.
We're able to see those deputies in live time as they're responding. We'll be able to have eyes on our school resource officer, we'll be able to have eyes on that threat, and we're on that radio pretty much assisting those SROs and those responding deputies to get to that threat as soon as possible.
All tools necessary to address any threat. David Newland, Chief of Safety for Lee Schools, oversees the district's participation on STET.
Every school has a threat assessment team that's required by state. They're required to go through mandatory training.
Besides security, he has to communicate with the parents in a crisis.
We want to put it out sooner than later, because obviously nowadays with social media, everybody has phones, the text messages are going out, and it could be a lot of misinformation.
No actual incidents in Lee schools this year, a high bar, but one the team has to meet, and it's the teamwork that makes STET successful.
Lee County Sheriff's Office, Cape Coral Police Department, Fort Myers Police Department, and Sanibel. I think with our partnership, it's made it very successful in Lee County.
STET works all summer, addressing any threat at any time and preparing for the next school year. As to that middle school girl who was potentially planning an attack, she was arrested, and investigators tell me she remains in a rehabilitation program. The message from Sergeant McCann and Chief Newland: if you see something, say something. Rich Kolko, Wink News.
Boy, as a parent, you're really happy that they are out there looking all the time to prevent something from happening
Absolutely.
to your baby who's
Yep.
out in that school.
Exactly right. You hate that it's necessary, but that was a really unique perspective of the work that goes into that. And Newland brought up a really good point too, the communicating with the parents, because as we know with the phones, that information gets out there, and you want to calm everybody down. Exactly.